Hey all, Zach Lokes. So you're wondering where to put a new garden and how to go about planting it? Well, I like to use common lines. As you can see, there's a common line behind me. That's the line of this road, and there's already an existing wild hedgerow growing. Here there are other common lines, including the edges of this small lawned area and this old fence row here. These are all common lines. So the development of a garden in this space, I would work off from these common lines, measuring off from this fence, measuring off from the road, a distance that's appropriate considering the obstacles that are already there and the need for access around. So if I want to leave this trampoline here, for instance, I need to come off the width of the trampoline plus the width of any vehicle that would need to pass beside that trampoline. Is that a human? Is that a bike? Is that a cart? Is that a small two-wheel tractor or subcompact tractor? Or is it a pickup truck? Depending on the scale of your property or the site that you are developing, you'll know the answers to that. And then I would then come in and begin to lay out the squares for my garden, the actual corners of that garden space. This is a really a simple way to go about it. And there's a few caveats there. You know, if the land is sloping, I will take into other considerations. But if you have a nice flat piece of land like this or a gentle slope, it's easy to come in here and to see that there is potential for a nice big garden space. How big? I will make it as big as the space can hold. Why? Because if I'm serious about gardening and I don't have other use for this piece of land in particular, then I will make it as big as it can be to have less edge for the encroachment of grasses into the garden system. And then I will be able to regulate how much land I'm actually growing and producing in based on my amount of time and energy I have by simply cover cropping a portion of the land and not growing vegetables in it. So if I only feel like I have the energy to manage, say, a piece of land that's 6 beds by 50 feet, there's the potential back here, because I've already measured it, for 12 beds by 50 feet, 4-foot beds, center of path to center of path. So if I can only manage about 6 beds, I can put the other 6 beds into cover crop like rye and red clover. And this will hold the soil and protect it and build fertility so I can actually go back and forth in a rotation over the years between the two sides of this garden system. So by using these common lines, I can delineate where my garden space is going to be by finding a large practical space to grow a garden in, as opposed to understanding that in a smaller space or where there's only a long linear amount of space, it's better suited to an edible or linear food forest. And you can check out our other video about that. All right, we'll see you next time.